Listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to y'all real quick. Hold on for a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Shout out. It is what it is. Thug life. You know what I mean? Your boy is back. I do want to say this. You know what I'm saying? Before we get started, I see everything that's going on, and I've kind of been going a little crazy on Twitter. So I do want to apologize for that. The whole Charlie Kirk situation that happened. I want to say this. Everybody know like my political views, right? But there are certain things your boy can't tolerate, and Charlie Kirk is one of them. I'm sorry, get mad. I can't tolerate that dude. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into the Hitman and MOOK and all of that, I just can't, gang. Like, he be saying some of the most racist stuff, bro. Like, I can't. I try to give him a chance, listen to him. Black people, they shouldn't have reparations, and why should we have to help them? And, you know, he be talking reckless. You know what I'm saying, about the African-American community all the time. Black people commit mostly all the crimes, and 50% of black people are in jails. But he don't ever talk about all the black people that's exonerated from, the prison system. You know what I mean? And how we're more than likely to have been convicted than, white people. He don't talk about none of that. Charlie Kirk just be throwing black people under the bus on a regular basis. Now, in America, you should be able to say what you want to say, you know what I'm saying, without things happening. But your boy is not that much of a grifter that I can't see that this dude is racist, gang. Like, I'm sorry. And a lot of y'all know, like, the views be going crazy if I talk about politics. But I can't. I mean, if I got to accept stuff like that, bro, I can't, bro. Like, I'd rather get my 10,000 views and be good. Like, because I cannot take Charlie Kirk. I can't. You know what I mean? Like, he just be talking way too reckless. Just my personal opinion. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. They did find out who the shooter actually was. And then Charlie Kirk, my bad, before we get started. Then Charlie Kirk, if you ever watch him, you know what he was about to say when he started out gang violence. He's about to go in on blacks again, like he does. And those were his last two words. And like I said, I don't condone any of that happening to somebody, but your boy is a little racist. You know what I'm saying? And I do want to put that out there. So he got his cap peeled back. And that's what happened to him. But I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Now, we got to get started. This is 2025. Before we get into all of this, Hitman and MOOK, I do want to say, bad news told everything. He did. 100% accuracy. Maybe bad news told them who did that to Kirk. I don't know. 100% accuracy. Officer T. Ward knows. He told everything. Wait. Bad news be telling out here. Battle rap is a haven for the snitches. I do want to put that out there. Cheese in the chat, please. Cheese up in this chat. Clone owes knowledge of foot. We got to do this for 2025. I'm sorry. I'm trying to stop that, but I can't let y'all forget. You know what I mean? Bad news. Saw Officer T. Ward hopped out of that hospital bed. He hopped out, skipping down the hall, chasing Officer T. Ward down. He said, Officer T. Ward, turn that body cam off, please. Officer T. Ward complied. Bad news, took that binder that had all those suspects in it, and he pointed out number 4. He did it. No McDonald's was given. Sorry. No Taco Bell was given The Five Guys hamburgers, nothing in and out. None of that was given to Bad News. Bad News forked over that information, and Clone told them people everything. Clone tried to snitch on Ape Gang. We don't use real names up in here. Clone snitched on Ape Gang, told them everything. He told them people, what do I have to say to go home? He pulled the gunner. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Clone tried to rebrand. He snitched, got rid of the dreadlocks, went into battle rap and thought that nobody would find out about all of this. So they collectively ruined Bullpen Battle League. It's known as the Snitch League out here. I do want to put that out there. No diss to Bullpen Battle League, but you know, John had to close the doors on that league down there. Shout out to them. Also, Ghost in the chat, please. We got some female battlers using these Ghost Riders. I do want to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Supposedly one of the Mount Rushmore candidates gets a little help from time to time. We found out this year. So we need some ghosts in the chat. Also, rocks in the chat, please, for 40 and clean paper. Gonna need some rocks in the chat for them. They get no no help. We don't chill out for them. We got clean paper running off with deposits, not doing battles. We got 40 bars. She got that connect out here. She can't remember her material. We can't keep giving her a pass. So she's in the intro for 2025. 40 bars. This is for you and your connect. Do you want to put that out there so just in case people forget? And y'all be trying to save her. I'm sorry. I ain't got no disrespect to 40. We follow each other, but when you play games with battle rap like this on a regular basis, something is going on. You know what I mean? We don't know. Something is going on. I do want to say that, you know, 40 used to be out here with the spawn mask chasing daylight. I knew something was up then. Just couldn't put my finger on it. I'm like, she crying over daylight? Spawn mask. I don't know. I do want to put that out there. Now, I do want to say this. Shout out to TBL Battle League. You know what I mean? They got the card coming up. We are finally going to be able to see Hitman Holla versus Murder Mook, Calico versus Rum Nitty Ave versus Rex. Shout out to Rex. Rex was going to let me be the +1 going into the TBL. I'm still deciding on whether or not I'm going to go up there, but, you know, shout out to him. We're going to end up seeing Coffee Brown versus Official. I think that's going to be on the card. Jazz the Rapper versus Arsenal is going to be on the card. Shout out to them. I do want to say this. I was watching Rare Breed Entertainment, ARP. Shout out to ARP. You know what I'm saying? We love when he checks in with battle rap and he talks about different things. He ended up breaking down what Mook is doing, right? And how Mook is kind of setting a stage and setting a play, right? So Mook is kind of trying to make sure the battle rap community is looking at him in a whole new light, right? Mook is saying things like, yo, like, you know, I'm sober now and, you know, just prepare, like, be a little bit more vulnerable. You know what I mean? Like, you know, kind of just having people like go along with his journey, you know, and you know, talk about how nervous he was when he was preparing for Arsenal, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And kind of letting the fans know, like, yo, I understand things now. You know what I mean? Like when I went to Houston the first time, it wasn't how, you know, I wanted it to be. You know, I had to learn a couple of things, and, you know, I think I'm learning from my mistakes. Mook is being a lot more vulnerable in some of these interviews. I think he was doing interviews with 15 Minutes of Fame. Shout out to Rob from 15 Minutes of Fame, and ARP was breaking all of that down. Hitman, you know I rock with you, but Mook out here doing all this, you know what I mean? Like, Mook is already the logo, the Jordan of the game. He is setting the stage and setting the play for people to rock with him. You know what I'm saying? So kind of setting you up a little bit. As far as I'm concerned, what I know about TBL's event is going to be a small stage, almost like a pit style. You know what I mean? Small stage. So what do y'all think? This new Mook that we have, vulnerable Mook. You know what I'm saying? Do you think he's going to resonate with the battle rap fans a little bit more? Do you feel like he's going to have you really cheering him on and rooting for him with what he's doing right now? I think when people start watching those interviews, because you know how Hitman is. Hitman is brash. I'm better than you. I'll win. I'll beat you. I got better performance and all that. The bravado with Hitman Holla. I think Mook is taking a different approach, and this could potentially work. If I'm Hitman Holla, I'm going into spaces. I'm talking to the fans. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to get the fans on my side. You know, because people do start having empathy for people who are a little bit more vulnerable and showing that side of them. You know what I'm saying? So I think that he's kind of setting the fans up there. But shout out to Murder Mook. I want to see him do well. Like, when Mook talking like this, I'm like, oh, man, wait. Mook's got to win this now. Like, come on, Mook. Go up there and win the crowd over. So I don't know, you know, but shout out to Hitman. I do want to say y'all are discounting Hitman and thinking that he can't rock with Mook in a small room. I do want to say Hitman has shown up multiple times. Hitman versus Ill Will, small room. Did his thing, you know what I'm saying? Some people got him winning, some people got him losing. I got him winning that battle. Miss Hustle versus Hitman Holla. A lot of people got Miss Hustle winning. A lot of people got Hitman winning. I, for one, got Hitman winning that battle, and I see a lot of people arguing with me all the time. I think Hitman won that battle. Hitman versus Bill Collector, small room, debatable battle. I actually edged Bill Collector that battle, but I can see how people could have Hitman winning that battle. You know, small room battle, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hitman Holla. He also had the battle, small pit style kind of look, the Geechee Gotti versus Hitman Holla. A lot of people got Geechee winning the battle. Some people got Hitman Holla winning the battle. I, for one, have Hitman Holla winning the battle. See, a lot of people arguing right now. Miss Hustle won versus Hitman. This is what people are saying, you know, but I'm saying that to say this. You know, he will, when his back is against the wall and people think he can't, you know, do anything with an opponent because maybe they have like a more intricate pin or maybe they may be more unorthodox, you know, like he does, I feel like, show up and give you a good or decent performance. He may not always be that good with grudge matches. You know what I mean? A lot of people aren't really that great when it comes to grudge matches. Not just him. It's a lot of battlers that struggle with that. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I think when you get a Hitman Holla, he's going to show out and go crazy. Now, with this being a smaller stage, does this change your perspective on things? Now, Hitman is known for them sledgehammer haymakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can hit you with, you know? So I think having a smaller stage and kind of more of a pit style type way of, you know, having this set up, I think it does take a little bit away from Hitman. I'm not going to lie. You know, even though he can show up and, you know, do what he does, but I think this is more favoring Mook. Now, the thing is the crowd going to be receptive? Are they going to want to hear Mook? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We'll end up seeing. We see how they acted when didn't he battle Reed Dollars in Houston? Was that Atlanta or was that Houston? I think it was Houston. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? When he was doing the interviews outside with Smack, I think he had like a Lamborghini and all that. I don't know. We'll see. You know what I mean? As far as the card, I'm gonna run down the card real quick. Official versus Coffee Brown. I got Official winning this thing 2-1. Coffee Brown could potentially win. Then we got Rex versus Av. I Rex, you know I rock with you. I don't know. Av might, I'm kind of indecisive about this one. You know what I'm saying? If Rex is on his A game, I got Rex. But Av could steal this battle. You know what I mean? It is what it is. He could. We got, I think Swamp versus Hollow the Don might be on here. Shout out to Swamp. Shout out to Hollow the Don. It's one battle people don't really talk about. Hollow, you don't really be promoting all like that. It's kind of Hollow just like, yo, I'm an icon. I've been in battle rap for years. I'm done with all the promotion. And he don't really promote. As far as Hollow, what they paying Hollow? Because Hollow used to get paid big bucks. Now he ain't promoting. Maybe he ain't paying him a lot. I don't know. Shout out to Hollow. We following each other. I ain't gonna get messy with you. I'm gonna go with Hollow don't be caring. Here's what it is. Hollow be losing. Didn't Hollow lose like he lost to Jazz. He be losing a lot of battles, man. Hollow low-key be losing. He went through a streak where he was like winning, but it wasn't like the best way to winning, like when he want to get shine and all of that. But then he starts losing, and it's just like he don't really be caring. I don't know. I'm probably gonna go with Swamp. Lost his last battle. Swamp can get lazy too. Shout out to Swamp. He can get lazy too. Stylistic wise, I prefer Swamp. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with Swamp 2-1 on this one. Rum Nitty versus Calico. Shout out to Rum Nitty. Shout out to Calico. I'm gonna go with Rum Nitty's bars is crazy. I do want to say that. Some of the material that comes to mind when people say, what's your best bars in battle rap? After our Black Rock icon, our Jimi Hendrix y'all. Like Rum Nitty is always up there for me with some of the best punchlines in the world. Just my opinion. I would say Calico could probably win, but Calico could get lazy. We've seen what he did with didn't Calico lose to Fonz, I think? If I'm not mistaken. One of them. I think it was Fonz. John. He lost to John. And you can see he could just get lazy at times. Like if it ain't URL Summer Madness or RBE in the parking lot, he can get lazy. Who y'all got? Hold on. Rum Nitty versus Calico real quick. Who do y'all have? 1 in the comment section for Calico, 2 in the comment section for Rum Nitty. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But Rum Nitty can punch his head off, but that may not work with Cal. I don't know. Cal ain't no joke. I do want to say that. Cal is no joke. Let's see what y'all say about that. But we're gonna run to Hitman Holla versus Mook. I got money on this game. Now, I do want to say much respect, Hitman Holla and Murder Mook. The build up to the match, before it was actually announced, was pretty cool. I actually was hoping it would have been Loaded Lux versus Hitman Holla. I was kind of hoping that, but then they ended up doing Mook. So it looks like most people got, if we go back to the comments, people are saying Calico. Y'all think Calico's gonna win. I kind of think Calico will win, bro. Calico push him. Push Rum Nitty. I'm sorry, Rum Nitty. I rock with you. Bat. I'm Bruce Wayne. They fly through the cake. Calico just be talking crazy. It's hard not to pick Calico. I'm sorry. Like when Calico gets in them flow pockets, like Nitty is fired. Nothing. You can't really say nothing bad about Nitty. Nitty's gonna give you 100%. He's fired, but Calico start talking that street talk. I be thinking I used to rock with BMF. Bat, Bruce Wayne, they flying through the cave. Yo, he was talking reckless to Rock, wasn't he? He was like, and when you seen it, and then URL, let me play that battle. He was talking reckless. He was like, man, 100 grand's get scamming. He was like, and when they hear you can see it, they ain't really real. Like, he was talking reckless. I don't know. I'll never forget that. Bet, Bruce Wayne, they flying through the cave. Rock was looking confused. Yo! I don't know. I rock with Cal. Yo, I would never forget this though, right? I don't go to battles. Bloggers don't go to battles. I watched Calico versus Easy to Block Captain in person, right? And I will never forget. I was literally just talking to Calico. Calico walks out, right? He walks out the back, right? And then they set in the stage getting Calico versus Easy to Block Captain ready. So everybody's looking for Calico. Everybody's like trying to find Calico to get Calico to the stage. So Calico out of nowhere, right, gets on stage and he just walks up and starts rapping. And spits, and it's like, yo, he ain't even thinking about battle rap. Walks up there and gives a crazy round. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Calico, and then the building, you can cut the tension with a knife. How he was talking to Easy. I'm like, is he gonna push Easy like he did Rock? Bruce Wayne, they fly through the cave. I don't know. Hit the one that can. Moving Bigums out the way. Bigums was scared in the building. My bad, Bigums. No diss. When Bigums was trying to hype Rock up, Calico. Calico was making Bigums look crazy. He was like pushing all over Bigums. He's pushing all over Rock. Rock's getting pushed. Rock's like, wait, I got you. Calico, I ain't worried about that. I got you. I'm sitting there watching it. I'm like, Rock, don't let him push you, Rock. Don't let him push you. I still go back and watch that battle. That battle's fire. You know what I'm saying? I do want to say that. I don't know. I got Cal 2-1. Shout out to Rum Nitty. No diss. I got Cal 2-1, so I'm switching. I think before I said Rum Nitty, I think I got Cal 2-1 on this one. Hitman Holla versus Murder Mook. I will say, I think this is going to be a very, very good Mook. You know what I'm saying? As far as Hitman, we don't know if he's going to be crazy or not. But I think Hitman understands, you know, everybody is watching this. You know, and one thing star power doesn't really help out against, you know what I'm saying, and being one of the most average view battlers, when you're going up against a logo, nobody cares about that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares how many gun bars you got. Nobody cares about the haymakers. Nobody cares about you going up against a logo here. So people want to see whether or not you going to take him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all that other stuff don't matter, how much money you make. We don't care about that. We want to see how you're going to fare up against the logo of battle rap. You know what I'm saying? So Hitman Holla, I think he's going to have a lot to prove. And I do want to say shout out to Hitman because he battled, because Hitman I always mention this, Hitman invited me to come to Columbus, right? So I went to Columbus. I was supposed to judge a battle between Hitman and Casino, right? And so I get out there, whatever happens, they end up battling. And after the battle, me, Hitman, show out whatever, we sitting in the SUV, and Hitman is telling me that he just thought about, like, Hitman has some pretty good material versus Casino, right? Bars, everything. And Hitman was telling me, he was just like, yo, like, I just thought about that on the way here. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I just looked some stuff up, you know what I'm saying? Just thought about it on the way here, and it was cool. You know, I think in the building, I think I had Casino. You know what I'm saying? When I watched it back, I had Hitman winning. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, Hitman is pretty good, bro. You know what I mean? When he wants to bar out, he can. You know, if he chooses to perform, he can. One thing he will do is command that stage. So I know this is a smaller stage. So I'm kind of wondering how this is gonna fare. You know, with that, like, can he strip Mook of Mook's aura? But the way Mook was rapping versus Arsenal, shout out to Arsenal. Arsenal had a crazy round. I think Arsenal's first round was pretty crazy versus Mook. I think it was the first. Mook, the way he be talking now, sober Mook, oh my God. It's indicative of nostalgia when you watch him battling Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? So if he could do that, I think him ain't gonna have a problem. One thing that Mook said that's worrying me, right? He was like, I understand, like, what I did in Houston before wasn't, you know what I'm saying, like that wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn from that. Like, what? Remember when he was saying that before he went up against Gaethje? Oh, this is what y'all like? All right. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Remember that? Like when Mook starts studying and listening, and he knows now the fans didn't like the Reed performance. Oh, okay. Y'all like the Rock performance. Y'all like the Geechee performance. Y'all like the Twerk performance. Okay. And between Mook and New Jersey Twerk, that's a debatable battle. A lot of people got Mook winning. I got Twerk winning that battle. I'm sorry, Mook. I think you're still mad at me about that. But I got Twerk winning that battle. You know what I'm saying? But Mook was good. He's like, y'all talk about, y'all blog about, mind y'all business. That y'all, everybody business. That's not y'all business. Mind y'all business. He was talking reckless. So I don't know. Going into Hitman versus Mook, who do I have winning? I will say this. You know, these are two juggernauts. They both command respect. They both can headline in any given time. A side of the battle is, I would say, you know, Mook. You know what I mean? I think Mook is the A side of the battle. In terms of who's going to win, stage matters to me. Like, I'm sorry. If it's a big stage, I got Hitman. Medium-sized stage, I could still, like, kind of lean towards Hitman. Small stage, what they saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I got Mook. You know what I'm saying? I got Mook 2-1, if not 3-0. I think Mook's going to talk crazy and reckless to Hitman. I think a lot of these angles are going to, you know, be very telling from both of them, because I think Hitman's got angles and I think Mook's got angles. I think Mook is probably going to use the A-verb thing, you know, and how they changed on each other and all of that. You know, I'm just thinking what could potentially happen, you know, with Mook and how he structures his material, how he battles people, you know what I mean? I think Mook is going to come from, Hitman's going to come from the aspect of, you know, I made it outside of battle rap, came back to battle rap, put money in people's pockets, like, who are you? You know, your apartment, like, he going to talk about all that stuff. So we'll see, you know, the fallouts that he might have had with people. Or Hitman is very interesting. Like, he can just keep it strictly battle rap and beat you, like, what, not getting personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think when Hitman battled Rock, like, he beat him clearly 3-0. He didn't really get too personal with Rock. He just beat him. You know, so Hitman's capable of doing that. You know, but Mook, you know, I think one of the master classes in battle rap round-wise is Mook's rounds versus Rock, bro. This calm Mook, see somebody in the chat saying he calmer now. This calm Mook, the sober Mook, the intricate Mook, I think Hitman's going to struggle with him. I just, it's what it is. Now, if Hitman wins this battle, I will cut this camera on and tell y'all Hitman won with no, you know what I mean? No bias. You know, but it's just my opinion. Hitman, you got to understand, man, this is Mook. This is the logo. I don't think people saying that Hitman, that Mook's going to win is saying anything negative towards you or nothing like that. It's just that it's Mook, bro. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody. I'm out. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. I'm just a blogger. Wait a minute. Your boy got to go to work. But before we get up out of here, Bad News told everything he did. Get mad. 100% accuracy. Y'all know when people say 100% accuracy now, y'all be thinking of Bad News. Y'all be thinking of Bad News. He told everything. Wait a minute. Cheese in the chat, please. Cheese up in the chat. And I see people in the comments saying, why you keep going in on Bad News? Because Bad News ran down on Officer T. Ward. He took that binder and pointed out number 4, then tried to spin the battle rap community. Gorgonzola in the chat trying to say, oh, black people just trying to keep each other down. Cheese in the chat, please. He tried to throw Sue Surf under the bus after he done acted like Sue Surf his whole career. Surf knew I was running from the po-po. It's like, why'd you even say that on camera? You know, Bad News, he did tell me one day he was gonna slap fire out your boy a while ago before all of this happened. kind of had I kind of blogged on them and all that. You know what I'm saying? But after that, I'm like, something's gonna happen to you, and when it does, this ain't gonna be the channel you're gonna want to watch. Bad news. So Bad News has ran from a battle between him and what was it, A Ward? I do want to put that out there. People seem to forget. Oh, and when Bad News battled what was his name? I can't remember his name. Shout out to Riggs. Bad News said, I'll snitch again. He said it. He said he would snitch again. So I do want to put that out there, let people know that. He said that. He also, when he got off the... when he finished the battle with Av, he went to the back. He didn't know about the Meta Ray-Ban glasses that they had the Meta Ray-Bans on. Bad News went in the back and he said, Ksh. He tried to get Kid Slade into that. Kid Slade wasn't rocking with him all like that. And shout out to Kid Slade. This ain't no diss to him. We don't consider you like Bad News. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kid Slade because Slade's fire. But Bad News went back there and he said, Ksh, over and out. So Bad News just made the whole situation worse. You know what I'm saying? So Provolone, Gorgonzola in the chat, all of that. But shout out to everybody. I'm out. Come ready, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Watch the Murder Mook interviews. Hitman Holla if you can. Do some spaces. A lot of your fans, you got a lot of fans out here, bro. You might not see them because when people at you, a lot of times it's going to at you something negative. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You know, but you got a lot of fans. I see them in the chat oftentimes. You know, so maybe you just focused, or maybe you just want people to just show up, see the battle, or watch the pay-per-view, which we're going to watch it and see it anyway. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. But maybe try to steer the fans more in your direction. You know what I'm saying? So you can like even it out a little bit. Because right now I think people are going to be looking at this Murder Mook interview, or the ones that's coming out, and they're going to be thinking, we rocking with Mook. You know what I'm saying? The way he's doing it, the rollout. And I think Rare Breed Entertainment, ARP, he went ahead and he did a very good blog and his analysis breaking all of that down. And shout out to Clone. I don't know when he's giving Knowledge that foot, but, you know, it is what it is. But shout out to everybody. I'm out. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about